You see, I feel like I entered this decade of my 20s feeling like I was going to have everything figured out, from my career to my relationships to, who I was, how my life was going to be. And then my 20s said, that's cute. So, here I'm going to give you 30 things that I learned from my 20s. Let's buckle up, shall we? Well, I'm probably going to move these because why not? Comfy. Alrighty, here's my book, and let's talk about what I've learned in my 20s. The first thing is take care of yourself physically, mentally, and just appearance wise as well. Just take care of yourself. The second thing is you're going to feel lost. I thought I was going into my 20s thinking that I was going to know everything. Well, not know everything. Let me let me rephrase. Not know everything, but I really felt like I was going to have everything figured out. I was going to graduate college, I was going to get a good job, I was going to make good money, then I was going to find someone, then I was going to get married, then we're going to get a nice house, we're going to be traveling, we're going to have yeah, no. Nothing happened in that order. And even transparently and even like just super honest right now, I don't even still think I'm in my dream job. Like I have my career thing figured out. And it's yeah, just know you're going to feel lost a lot of the time. Number 3, you can't care what people think. I know, like, going through, like, middle school and high school, like, you're worried about being cool or caring what people think and all these things. Then you get to college, you go through all of that, you get into this world, and you just can't care what people think. Because if you sit here and you care about that, it will hinder you from you growing and you being who you're supposed to be and all these different things. So you can't care what people think. Sometimes I know it's easier said than done, but I think you also hit like a certain point in your life, depending on where you are in your life, that you just truly just stop caring in general. But you truly stop caring what people think. It gets to a point in time where someone's like, "Oh my gosh, you can't do that." You're like, "I don't care. What are they gonna say?" So you just can't care what people think. You just can't. And I think you kind of grow out of it. Number 4, be yourself and love yourself. That's one thing that I learned in my 20s. Be yourself, be authentically you, right? Just be you. People are going to love you for you. But it's so important that you love yourself. You will love yourself more, or you need to love yourself more than anybody else will. How you love yourself will reflect how other people like love you and treat you. And when you're yourself, people are going to love you for you, right? I think they have this saying where some people who don't love themselves or care for themselves or have their own internal issues and things, like they end up being around people that also bring them down. But like if you love yourself, you'll have like goals for yourself, boundaries for yourself, all these things, and the good people will come. Next, number 5. It's okay to fail. That's how you learn. I was a huge perfectionist for the longest. I never wanted to make a mistake. I never wanted to mess up. I never wanted to do anything because it would show that I would fail. I wouldn't look good, all the things. But failing is how you learn. When things don't work out, then you're like, oh, wow, okay, that didn't work. But let's try this, or I can figure this out, and you end up making it work, right? But failing is how you learn. I mean, if you do it right the first time, awesome. But if you fail, that's okay. That's how you learn. Number 6, experiences beat things and items. That for me, like being in my 20s, like trust me, I could shop. I love to shop till I drop. I'm trying to get better at that. It's a work in progress. Maybe I'll be taking that with me into my 30s. But I love to shop. I love things. I love getting things, all the things. But experiences, I feel beat those things as well because items and purses and shoes and clothes, all of those things are temporary, especially in the world of fashion, but like you can have a really nice shirt, but then it eventually gets a tear in it, or something happens where there's a stain on it and you can't get it out. Those are temporary things, but experiences, traveling the world, seeing things, I think that's so important. Go travel. When I graduated from college, Like about a year, almost a year later, I ended up going to South Korea. I lived there for almost 3 years. And then I went to Japan a couple of times. And when I came back to America, like that same year, I had went on a cruise. I think I went to no, I went to Tennessee, and then I went to Boston to go visit some friends and all. Like, you just go explore, go places. Just even if you don't even want to go like abroad on a plane, like take a road trip, just go and experience things. There's so much that the world has to offer, each state has to offer in America, each country, county, city. There are so many different unique things. Go get those experiences, because you also don't want to wait until you're at whatever age, or God forbid something happens to you where you can't do the things that you probably never thought that you wanted to do, and then you're like, oh, I missed out on all these opportunities. No, go get those experiences, go travel, go do stuff. Number 7, everything happens for a reason. I believe that wholeheartedly. A lot of the time you think about things and you're like, why isn't this working out? This is not why is this, blah, 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 that, but I truly believe that everything happens for a reason. When one door closes, another opportunity will open, right? When one door closes, it's probably because this is not for you, and then something better will come along. One thing that I've realized in my 20s and just growing up so far and getting through life is that, again, everything happens for a reason, but a lot of the things that happened to me or just happened in general, it made so much sense looking backwards, and I wouldn't have had it any other way. If I could go back in time, will I change a couple of things? Of course, but I don't feel like I would have the knowledge and everything that I have now if those things wouldn't have happened. And so everything happens for a reason. Number 8, not all of your friends from school are going to be your friends in the future. I love those high school sweetheart stories. Or I love, like, we've been best friends since we were 4, and like now we're like 30 something or 20 something, we're still best friends. Those I love. But I remember like being so close with some of my friends back in high school, even in middle school, elementary school, all those things, and we don't even talk anymore. And so be very careful with the company that you keep. Don't let your friends who care about you so much encourage you to do things that you know is not right, because moving on in the future, you're going to live with those things that you've done for people that you probably are not going to even talk to anymore, or that you're never going to see again. Now, if you get to keep those friendships, especially if they're good people to have in your life, that's fantastic. But not all of your friends from school that you were trying to please and all these different things are going to be your friends in the future. And all the people that made you feel bad, that you didn't like, or however you felt or whatever, you're probably never going to see them again. Maybe you'll see them through social media or whatever. But I feel like when you're in high school, you feel like your whole world is determined on this. Maybe grades wise to get into whatever school, whatever career path you want. But like friendships and all these things, yes, they're important in the moment, but they're not important for forever. At least in my opinion, is how I feel. Because there were some people that I felt were like, we were so bonded, we were so close, and this was gonna happen, and this and this and this, and now I don't even know what they're doing right now. I don't know what's going on in their life, you know? But also don't lose the opportunity of also building these type of friendships, whether just now or in general, because unfortunately I do know a couple people that I went to school with that are no longer here on this earth, that passed away too, right? So just be careful of your choices, and then like cherish what you do have if it is good, but also just know that not all of your friends from school are going to be your friends in the future. You're probably not going to even talk to them or see half of them ever again. Number 9, everyone is on their own path. That is so true. Everyone's on their own path. Okay. Don't try to compare yourself to person A, person B, person Z, person Y. Don't try to compare yourself to them. Everybody's on their own path. Even if the end goal of your path is similar to the person next to you, the way of getting there is going to be different. Everyone has their own path. So please don't. It's hard not to compare yourself to others, but don't do that. Just try not to. I know it's difficult, but everyone's on their own path. Number 10, the right people are going to love you and choose you for you. And that is so true. And it's so crazy because I don't know. I don't think I fully processed a lot of like my 20s All I know is my 20s. I felt like I was in my 20s for like 40 years. Like, I don't know. I feel like I was in my 20s for a long time. So I'm excited about turning 30 because I feel like it's a new chapter, it's a new decade. I feel like I get to leave all the things of my 20s in the past, even though I'm making it seem like it was super horrendous. It was not. But I don't know. I just felt like I was in my 20s for a long time. Um, but just recently it fully hit me on how many people that I have in my life currently that love me and support me and want to spend time with me and care about my well-being and want me to be my best self and truly shows me that I'm cared for. And it's finally just hitting me now, and I'm like, holy crap. Like, I feel like I may not have been the best person to myself on certain occasions. I feel like I may not have even had the best intentions or the best feelings and reactions to some of those people in my life that have showed me so much love, that I feel like, how in the world could you treat me so well and make me feel this cared for when I feel like I fully haven't given you that care? Like, I just start to go through my head through all of this. But just recently, I've just had so much love and everything poured into me that you can't take those relationships for granted. And even when you're not your best self, and even when you don't feel like you have it all figured out and all of these things, or whatever the case may be, people are going to love you and choose you for you. And it's such a heartfelt and heartwarming feeling. Like, I wouldn't change that for the world. Number 11, just try your best. That's as simple as it gets. Just try your best. Wake up, try your best. Go to school, try your best. Go to your job, try your best. Making dinner, try your best. Dealing with people that you know you can't stand, but you need to just kind of just deal with it for whatever situation that you're in, try your best. Just every day, wake up and try your best. That's the best that you can do, because you never want to get through a day or wake up the next day or whatever thinking that like you did not give it your all. Just try your best. Number 12, people are going to look out for themselves at the end of the day. I think I wrote this, I was writing this like sporadically throughout the past couple of weeks, for basically however I was feeling, what I was thinking, what was coming up. And I think I wrote this on a day where someone really ticked me off. But people are going to look out for themselves a lot of the time at the end of the day. Yes, the people that you love you will choose you and love you, but there are just going to be people that you encounter throughout your life that are going to look out for themselves and themselves only. They will throw you to the wolves before they even lift a toe out there for the wolf. You know what I'm saying? So just people are going to look out for themselves at the end of the day. So try not to be too disappointed when people don't handle things a certain way, or at least handle things a certain way that you would. Me personally, I'm a very like caring person, in the sense of things like that, and so I will put somebody else before myself. But then when you will put yourself before the person that would literally not do that for you, then you're kind of just like, well, what the heck? Right? And then you feel some type of way. But genuinely, some people are like that. They will look out for themselves and put themselves first at the end of the day before they do it for anybody else. That's just what it is. Number 13, don't make decisions when you're feeling hungry, angry, emotional, all the things. I think they said that in one of the like Sex in the City like episodes, or one of the movies or shows or something. I forget, but it's so true. I just thought about that too recently, which is why it's written in here. But don't make decisions when you're hungry. I always do this where I go to the grocery store when I'm super hungry, and then I buy like 50,000 things that was not on my list that I did not need, and almost $200 later, and then I get home and then I eat something and then I look and I'm like, why the heck did I buy all of this? Making decisions when you're hungry, no. Making decisions when you're angry, definitely a no, because you just start cursing everybody out. Someone just says, hello, how are you today? And then you just get mad at them for no reason. So yeah, don't make decisions. Don't, sometimes maybe you don't even like talk to someone, like relax first, process first, do what you gotta do first. But like, don't make decisions when you're angry, don't make decisions when you're emotional, because a lot of the time when you make these decisions, it's not always the best decisions. Also, don't make decisions and stuff when you're drunk and stuff either. I mean, I'm not much of a huge drinker, but just don't make decisions under a lot of circumstances when you are not fully yourself. I mean, what's that? Was it Snickers? You're not you when you're hungry. When you're not you, don't make especially life-changing or really important decisions. Don't do that. Next, number 14. Work smarter, not harder. That's one thing that I've learned in my 20s. I have spent a lot of time doing a lot of things that um was the hard way that took so long, and then the next person next to me was like, "Oh, I finished that in like 20 minutes." And I'm like, "How?" "Oh, I just did this." Or just in certain situations, just work smarter, not harder. Try to figure it out. Again, always try your best. Always do your best. But if there's any way that you can work smarter than harder, I recommend it. Do it. I'm not sure if you can hear this or not, but I have balloons next to me, and so they're flapping around. So I don't know if you can hear the noises in the back. Number 15. It's okay to dream and to have dreams. It's okay. I still have dreams, and one day I hope they come true. I think I'm still in the process trying to figure out how to make them come true, but it's okay to dream and to have dreams. I think it's beautiful, and I don't think you should ever give up on them. So don't give up on your dreams. Number 16, check on your heart posture. Be honest with yourself and your feelings. Check on your heart posture. It's so important. Your heart posture and how your heart feels also reflects, like, well, personally for me, reflects like how I feel towards people just on a day to day basis, like how I talk to certain people, how I get through my day. I feel like that also reflects my heart posture and when my heart is not well or I'm not in a good place. And so I think it's always very important that you are honest with yourself and your feelings. And it's very, very, very important because take how you feel into consideration. Consider your feelings. You are important and you matter. Process to those things. Figure it out. Be honest. Express yourself. Don't hold that stuff in because it makes your heart bitter and you hold on to it. And that can also affect how you go about your day to day life and in your interactions with other people. Just focus on your heart posture. Be honest with yourself and your feelings. Number 17, it's okay to not be okay, and it's okay to not want to be happy. There are some days where life is just hard and it kind of sucks, right? And you're not okay, and it's okay to not be okay. You don't have to go around trying to smile and gotta be happy, gotta put on this front. I mean, in certain situations, like I know at work, sometimes I'm like not in the mood for it, but I gotta go to work and put a smile on my face. In certain situations, you might have to toughen up a little bit. But it's okay to not be okay, and it's okay to not want to be happy. There could be nothing wrong with you. Your day could be fine. You just don't feel like being cheery, happy, woo, doing jumping jacks and cartwheels and stuff like that. Like, it's okay. Number 18, work on your trauma. Let the issues and all of the family trauma, or what do they call them? Like breaking the chains or whatever. Like, let that end with you, right? Work on your trauma, whether you go to therapy, join a Christian trauma recovery small group, sit with yourself, journal, read books, do all the things, but like work on your trauma, work on you, because it's going to better yourself, your future relationships, your future families that you may want to have. But like work on your trauma. Let what has probably harmed your family from generations or general curses, let it in with you. Like once you're aware of it, like be like, oh my gosh, wow. And like figure it out, work through it, set those boundaries, all those things, and let it end with you. Don't keep it going. Don't pass it on. Let it in with you. That's one thing that I learned in my 20s. And it's so funny because at 29, which is literally, I'm like blanking out, but I joined actually a Christian trauma recovery group. And so I'm like in that now. And I think that's probably one of the best gifts I could give to myself as getting ready, like for being 30. Like I think that's like one of the best gifts I can give to myself for me to continue to process through things and to get better so that my 30s won't feel like 40 years like my 20s did. You know what I'm saying? I mean, of course, half of the things that happened to me in my 20s is why it felt like 40 years and probably why I'm in this trauma class now or this trauma group now. But my 30s, my future self is going to thank me. And so I think that's probably one of the best gifts that I did for myself or that I'm currently doing for myself. And maybe I might do a video on that to talk about it afterwards. Maybe I won't, but I'm in that group and I'm like super excited and very expectant on how God's gonna work, how God's gonna heal, and just learning all these different healthy coping mechanisms and skills. Like I'm super excited for it. So yeah. Number 19, learn what you love and what brings you joy. And that's something in my 20s that I started doing towards the end of my 20s. I think when I realized I was going to be 30 soon, like when I was 27, 28, 29, like I was, oh my gosh, I'm going to be 30 soon. And I feel like there's so many things I want to learn, so many things I want to do. What are all of the things that give me joy, love, all these things. So I think it's so important to learn that and figure those things out. Figure out what you love, figure out what brings you joy, hobbies, side hustles, all these different things. Just find out what brings you joy and love and just go with it. Number 20, give yourself grace, be kind to yourself. We are all figuring life out. Even the ones that look like they have it all together, they're still figuring it out too. Or there's going to be something in their life that they need to figure out that they're going to have to figure it out. Give yourself some grace though. Be kind to yourself. And that's something in my 20s that I definitely want to take into my 30s. Give yourself grace. Be kind to yourself. We're all figuring life out. We all don't know what we're doing. It's so important. Number 21, try a bunch of things and fail. It's okay to fail. I feel like this is pretty redundant to one of the ones I said earlier, but try a whole bunch of things. Again, don't be afraid to fail. It's okay to fail. That's how you learn. And it teaches you like what you like and what you don't like. But try a whole bunch of things. Well, to some extent, there are some things out here we shouldn't be trying and we shouldn't be doing. I'm gonna let you fill in the blanks with that or take what you will with that. But like, try things. Try a certain food. Go on a trip. I don't know, do a fitness class. Like you don't know what you like until you do it, you know? To some extent, again, don't do all the things that are in this world. We still live in a sinful one. Okay. Um Number 22, there are just some people who are just jerks and just can't help themselves. Again, like I wrote some of these sporadically, and so now reading some of them is kind of funny. But yes, there are people who are just jerks and they can't help themselves. You just have to let them be. People are going to be people. There are just some cruel people, some just let the face just say it type of people, and they're just, that's just them. At this point, you can't help them, you can't fix them, you can't please everybody. Just let them be. Let them be. Don't let them steal your peace. Because just thinking about it, like my brain is, I'm getting a headache and my eyes twitching because I'm thinking about a couple people right now that I've dealt with recently. Don't let them steal your peace. Don't let them do it. They're just gonna be, they can't help themselves. They can't help it. They can't help it. Number 23, it's okay to keep your distance, and forgiveness is for you, not the person. So the person that hurt you, you don't forgive them. You forgive for yourself so that you can heal. But just because you forgave does not mean that you have to mend the relationship. Does not mean that you have to still be near them and stuff. You can keep your distance. That's okay. Number 24, it's never too late. And that's all I'm gonna say, but it's never too late for that. It's never too late for it. It's not never too late for blah. You know, it's never too late for whatever it is. It's just never too late. As long as you wake up every day and you're still breathing and you're still able, it's never too late. Number 25, you'll never stop learning and growing. That's true. I know, like, we get through school and it's so much school. Oh, I can't wait till I graduate. I don't have to do all this anymore. No more homework, no more learning. No more da, 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 da. You're always going to learn and you're always going to grow. You're always going to age too. But your life is never going to stop letting you learn and grow. There's always going to be things that you're going to have to do and you're going to have to figure out. It's life. Number 26, someone else's dream does not have to be your dream. I think this one is very important because a lot of people, especially I feel like parents, sometimes will put that weight on their children. And like you kind of feel like you'll let your parents down if you don't do what they kind of wanted you to do. But someone else's dream does not have to be your own. Live your life for you. You only get, it's your life, right? So just just someone else's dream doesn't have to be your own. I'm gonna just leave it at that. Just let it process. I'll say it one more time. Someone else's dream does not have to be your dream. It doesn't have to be. Your life is yours, right? So 27, it's okay to make mistakes, but learn from them. Again, it's okay to make mistakes. Like I've mentioned before, it's okay to fail, but it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to do things with good intention and then it ends up not turning well, you know? Learn from them and then don't make those mistakes again. That's also a part of having wisdom, right? If you make a mistake, you learn from it, especially if it was bad, and then don't do it again. You don't do something bad and then do it again and then expect it to go good the next time. Like, I don't think that works a lot of the time. So just it's gonna make mistakes, just learn from them, right? And then like forgive. I don't want to say forgive yourself, but like give yourself some grace and then move on. Number 28, learn new things. Like I mentioned before, learn. You're never gonna stop learning. You're never gonna not grow. Have those experiences, go travel and stuff, but like learn new things. It could be simple. Learn how to crochet, take a pottery class, learn a new recipe, watch a YouTube video and learn how to install a refrigerator. I don't know why that randomly came to my head, but like learn new things. It's fun to learn new things. Read a book and learn something from that. I don't know, just learn something new. Have fun. Live your life. Have fun. Number 29, spend time with yourself. And it's okay to want to be alone. Spend time with yourself. Spend some time with yourself. It's okay to want to spend some time with yourself. Your friends want to hang out. Your friends want to come over. Your friends want you to go out. And you're like, no, I kind of just want to stay in. I want to be alone today. I just want to be. I just want to exist. I just want to rest. It's okay to do that. I love being by myself. And I'm married. I love being alone. I love it. I'm trying to think, like, even when we have kids in the future, I'm like, I won't be alone because I have kids to raise. But like, that's gonna be like something kind of interesting to kind of figure out with that when that time comes. But like, I love being by myself. I have two older sisters, and I love being by myself. Number 30, the last one. Do your best and be good to people. Again, try your best, but do your best. Be good to people. Someone's outside. Okay, I'm getting distracted, but this is the last one. Be good to people. Be good to people because people are going to be people, you know, but try to be a good person because sometimes it's just best to kill them with kindness, but go through your life trying to be the best person that you are, because at the end of the day, when people try to say something about you, all they're gonna have to say is good things. So be a good person so that you don't have any guilt or regrets or anything, but just try your best and be a good person every single day. And these were the 30 things I learned in my 20s. Feel free to share what things you've learned in your 20s or you're still trying to navigate or figure out or what you're still learning. Um, Thank you for joining me on this video. Until the next one. See ya. Oh, and one more bonus thing that I've learned in my 20s, that it's always best to stay silent. Silence is golden. Sometimes you don't have to speak. Some people will just say what they want to say, and you don't always have to say anything back. That's your bonus one. Okay, now bye.